Well, hello everyone. My name is Ozella Toms, and I want to say thank you for coming to my website, Doc Oz LLC. First, I want to share a little information about myself. I currently serve as a campus executive at the University of Wisconsin Stevens Point at Wausau. I serve at a 2-year campus. A campus executive is basically what we call sometimes a campus dean. So I have all oversight of the campus, oversight in regards to um, budgets, athletics, dining, um, you name it. Anything that has to do with the campus and the function of the campus, the staffing, I have oversight of that. Part of my job also is community engagement. So I have to work with county officials, county board members. I work with the nonprofits in the area. So I just have a really amazing job in the fact that I can work at a higher ed institution, but also work with the community as well. I'm also very active with our campus's foundation board. So just a great opportunity. I've been in this role since July 2022. Prior to joining the Stevens Point family, I was actually at the University of Wisconsin Whitewater for 10 years. My first 7 years, I served as a faculty member in the School of Education and Professional Studies. There, I served as a special education faculty member. I taught students who were interested in becoming special education teachers, general education teachers, social work majors, speech folks. So I had a really diverse group of students that I taught for 7 years. Also, during the time I was in the college, I became the diversity coordinator for the college. And that was my first administrative role on the campus. And in that role, I was responsible for providing professional development for faculty, students, and staff in regards to diversity. So I work with faculty on how to support diverse students, how to interact and engage with each other, how to make their classrooms and our environments welcoming to our students. And I also worked at the university level on how to diversify our hiring practices, how to remove those unconscious biases. And so a lot of the trainings I performed at the university were unconscious bias, microaggressions, how to deal with microaggressions, how to avoid microaggressions, and so just really how to make people feel welcomed and inclusive in all settings. After my role in the College of Education, I went on to become a full-time administrator for the institution. I served as Assistant Vice Chancellor for Student Diversity, Engagement, and Success. Very long title, I know. And in that role, I oversaw about 16 university-wide programs. These programs included TRIO programs, so those programs that the federal government give us money for to support first-gen, low-income, and/or students of color. So I oversaw 2 TRIO programs on our 4-year campus, and then also a TRIO program at our 2-year campus. So I had staff on 2 different campuses. I also oversaw programs called high impact practices. These are programs such as global experiences, community based learning, undergraduate research, and honors programs. So those are our high impact practices. So I had the opportunity to work with students, faculty, and staff in those enriching academic programs. I also oversaw system money that was given to all of our system schools for retention and to support students who are marginalized, low income as well. A great tenure at the university. But prior to that, I was a high school special education teacher. So I got my bachelor's and my master's in education, special education, and then I went on to get my PhD. During the time I served as a high school special education teacher, I worked with students with learning disabilities, behavioral disorders, autism, and also cognitive disabilities. And so I generally taught those at the high school level, but I work with a diverse group of students. I taught in an urban setting. I also taught in rural settings. And so definitely diverse experiences. And my specialty really focused on classroom management, how to support at-risk youth. And so that's just a little bit about my professional background. But I also want to share some personal things about me, some things that I'm really most proud of. Like I have 3 adult sons. My youngest son just graduated high school this past June 22, and he's attending a tech school in Milwaukee. My middle son is also in school in Milwaukee, and my oldest son is in the Army serving our country. My oldest son also have 3 children, so I have 3 grandchildren who I love so much. And another thing about me is I spent over half of my childhood in foster care. And because of those experiences I went through as a child and adolescent, I really had a desire to serve as a foster parent as an adult. And so I'm a licensed foster parent for the state of Wisconsin, and I have fostered 6 children who needed me at a time when they were most vulnerable. And I'm very appreciative of those experiences. So I just wanted to share some things about me. If you have any other questions, or if you have any questions about how I can serve you, please use the contact me function and let's chat.